Everyone knows the story by now. Psychic kids and a boy genius team up for a globe-trotting adventure to overcome an alien menace so absolute it's rendered itself less a cunning adversary and more a barely cogent sensation. But what about what came next? Yes, Mother 3 has its callbacks and its connections, but the aftermath of Earthbound, in the immediate term at least, has always been the subject of fan speculation. I mean, really, isn't that half the fun? Mother Rebound is a ROM hack par excellence that gives a comical but tightly designed take on the events of Eagleland a few years after Gygas' demise. It has a mix of old and new protagonists, and the whole experience clocks in at around a 5 or 6 hour playthrough if you let yourself get swept up in its pacing. But yet, as I found during my recent stream of the hack, not a second of that runtime feels wasted or feels rushed. It's autumn, 1997 in Eagleland, but Ness is nowhere to be found. His childhood home has been sold on to our new protagonist Nick and his family, yet the supernatural shenanigans of 1990X are not as far behind as the people of ONET want to think. Nick's an inventor with psychic powers, and he's using some of the extraterrestrial technology that was bound to Earth a couple of years back in order to build a smart little robot companion. Yet, as Mother Rebound begins, our plucky little mech maker is awoken by bumps in the night that feel all too familiar to fans of the Super Nintendo original, and true to Mother series form, Nick gets sent out by his mum to investigate. It turns out our beloved android Astro has come under attack by some hoodlums from downtown, and Nick's teammates Della and the somewhat sweary young Carl have got caught in the crossfire. So far, so small town drama, right? Don't be deceived. Mother Rebound is about to lift the cosmic curtain on a conspiracy that's been festering beneath the purported peace of Eagleland for years. And with that comes the haunting realization that the alien invasion isn't as readily resolved as Ness, Jeff, Paula and Pooh had previously thought. Nugs answered the phone. Hey, it's your brother. Pretend to be an Englishman. Alright. I don't need to. But thank you. That made me laugh. Have you ever heard something dumb like this? There's nothing dumb about being an Englishman. I suppose it depends where you're from. Just remember, I'm coming home next month, so I expect the telly in my room. You got that? ONET in the autumn is beautiful to behold, and so is Mother Rebound's remix of the Romping Town soundtrack of our beloved original game. However, Carl, Nick and company soon discover that the local street gang is not only back in business, but they're emboldened by a new alien menace motif. That's just a lifestyle choice to try and look edgy though, right? Let's not read too much into that. Mother Rebound does a sterling job of exploring what ONET and Eagleland are like after Earthbound's famous finale. Vestigial micro-conflicts continue to blossom through the perennial piece, like weeds through a patio, always popping up when you're just trying to get on with life. Nick, Carl and Della begin to push back against the vagabonds who are carousing around ONET Town Centre, but in doing so they discover the conflict isn't as clean-cut as one might like to think. Here we start seeing some of the clever design choices that make this Earthbound ROM hack such an intriguing piece of fan media. Yes, sure, okay, I will grant you, the writing doesn't always hit the notes you'd expect if you are a fan of Itoy and Lindblom's whimsy. Does anyone? I certainly can't. So far, Mother Rebound has largely followed the opening moments of Earthbound beat for beat. You wake up in the night, you hear a disturbance, you go out to investigate, you return in the morning, you round up some chums and you head downtown to confront some criminals. You made pizza with these parts? No! I made the robot out of the Mani Mani statue? No! Don't do that! That is not a good idea. You're telling me my robot's made of the Mani Mani statue? Don't do that. Yet as this new cave yawns before us, dark and unbidden, Mother Rebound suddenly shows one of its most enjoyable surprises, and that's an astonishingly competent commitment to pacing. Either way, Mother Rebound amply embodies the joys of Earthbound's exploration, its comical conversations, and its funkadelic fighting, but it takes the tempo up a notch altogether throughout. Level ups are coming thick and fast, and characters who sidestep out of the plot for a spell are seldom left behind for long as a result when they do rejoin your party. and that fixes a key complaint often made against the original game. As the plot picks up the pace altogether, you'll find you're never keeping still in this hack for long. You're always where you need to be, you're always facing down whoever you need to oppose, and you're always stumbling down a path that feels like you're making it up as you go, but you're actually following a precisely placed path that's been lovingly laid before you by the game's ROM hack artist behind the scenes. As such, Mother Rebound never feels like it's wasting your time. While Earthbound has a habit of occasionally sending you round the houses, seemingly for its own amusement, oh you scurrilous little monkeys, the ROM hack has a tale to tell and it wants you to experience it. So what consistently took me by surprise as I played, streamed and ultimately fell in love with this experience is that every time I arched my eyebrows or I made a face at some of the more, oh my god, millennial style writing choices, I was immediately put back in my place and swept up in that familiar Earthbound blend of whimsical existential horror. As the zingers landed, the feelings got stirred and all of those surprises slotted into place. And besides, who could say no to taking a troop of psychic kids into a hostile manifestation of the 1990s internet? I first found out about Mother Rebound from YouTube. Maybe you can relate. The videos I found often refuse to dive into this ROM hack's finale, and after much thought, I've decided to follow suit. Ordinarily, I'm the kind of person who likes a video essay to throw back the curtain on the spoilers with no holds barred, but I think doing that with Mother Rebound on this occasion would be both doing it and its team a disservice. And besides, at 5 or 6 hours of pure adventure, how much time versus fun would I really be saving you? The ending of Mother Rebound takes that rare, almost irreplaceable feeling you got when seeing Gygasoff in Earthbound for the first time. It distills that feeling and it twists it into a somber new direction, which altogether left me sitting, staring at my screen with the kind of disbelief and turmoil that only a really good game can give you. And if we strip away all the fanfare, the theatrics, the irresistible urge to deep dive and analyse and ruminate that makes such wistful obsessives of all of us where Earthbound fandom is concerned, that's essentially what you've got with Mother Rebound, just a really good game. Look, stop mucking about on the internet with me. We've been at this for a while now, and people are gonna talk. Get yourself back to Eagleland and lend a hand to Nick, Astro and his ensemble of eccentrics. It might just sort you out. And if it doesn't, don't matter, only 5 or 6 hours long, innit? But you know what they say. No crying until the end, okay? Thanks for watching.